Right. Hi, Banwata Hamotama. You all welcome to the grade 11 English Medium Maths paper class today. So today we are going to discuss the paper number 15. Today it is a first paper. Okay, so yesterday we discussed second, last week we discussed the second paper. Last 2 weeks we discussed second papers, and now we are going to discuss the first paper. I think you are very happy to discuss the first papers than the second papers. Okay, so now we will take you to the paper number. We will bring you to the paper number 15, right? Okay, if you have the questions, you can send me a message. You can ask the questions, right? So the access will be granted soon because while the discussion ongoing. Okay, right. Yes, very good, Aman. We will publish your names soon for the online test completed students. Okay, right. Right. Okay. Right. So now we will move to one by one. The questions you can enjoy the paper one. This is paper number 32 mentioned, but this is paper number 15. Okay, right. Now we will move to the question. Underline the appropriate inequality to find the first approximation of square root 72. So now they're asking the square root 72. You know that first equation 72 between 7 and 8. We will do the questions for you. 72 there. Okay, then lower perfect square is 64. Okay, then upper perfect square is 81. Okay, then the square root, you take both the sides because this is also square root. Then 64 square root is 8. 81 square root is 9. So square root 72 between 8 and 9, it locates. Okay, right. So where the answer gives you 8 and 9. So the answer should be the second one. Okay, right. So your answer should be second one. You have to underline the second one. Okay, right. Now the second question. Cost of a bicycle is rupees 5,000. 12% of custom duty is added to this bicycle when imported. Find the custom duty they has to pay for the bicycle. Just the custom duty asking. So the percentage is 12% of 50,000. So what is the custom duty then? 12% means 12 upon 100 into what is the bicycle cost is 50,000. Okay, you multiply 12% into 50,000, then two zeros simplified, then you got 12 into 560, and here two zeros there. So you are applying the custom duty is 6,000 rupees on it. So this is the custom duty. If they ask about the price with custom duty, how to do the 50,000 plus this 6,000 you add, then it comes as 56,000. Okay, right. Now the question number 3. Find the perimeter of the sector with the center O. So they're asking about the perimeter. So to find the perimeter, you require the arc length. So I mention you in the O-level paper, it appear in the first paper 90, 180 and 45 sectors only. So 90 degree mean from a full circle, remember in shortly that is 1/4 part. So you can directly apply the perimeter's arc length equal 1/4 to 5r. Okay, 1/4 2 into 5 into r. R is the radius 14. So this is the 25r is the full circle. This is 1/4 of that. So 7 1, 7 2, then here 2 1, 2 2, 2 1, 2 1. So it comes as the arc length as 22 centimeters. Okay, so this length comes as 22 centimeter. That is the arc length. Here 14 and here 14 there. So then how to find the perimeter? So perimeter equal arc length 22 plus here 14 plus 14, that gives you 28 centimeters. So 8 plus 2 10, 1 remaining, 2 plus 2 4 plus 1 5. So then it comes as 50 centimeter. That is the perimeter of that. Okay, arc length plus 2 radius there. Okay. Right, find the value of x using the information given in the figure. Right, so how to find the value of x? Now whenever you see, right, the two sides equal, remember that they are opposite angles equal. That's the logic. Okay, the opposite angles equal, right, this way. So then if it is 62, this angles become 62 automatically. So this is 62 degree, right? When two sides of a triangle equal, the opposite angles equal, that is theorem. Then you can see this is a straight line. Then the angles on the straight line is add up to 180 degrees. So you can add the two angles here to 180 degrees. Okay. Then x plus 62 degree equal 180 degrees. Okay, then subtracts the 62 here, 180 subtract 62. So then it comes as 10 subtracts 2, 8, 7 subtracts 6, 1 here, 1. So x becomes as 118 degrees. Okay, the x becomes as 118 degrees. Understood? Right. So this is the angles on a straight line. You add up to 180 there. Okay, right. Right. Now they are asking to indicate the shaded region in the set notation. How to do? So now you feel that except A doesn't shade. So not any part of A being shaded. So then you apply A dash. A dash. Okay, but not all the A dash being shaded. A dash being except a everything, but not except a everything. That except a part intersect with B part only being shaded. Intersect with B part. So this is the sign intersect with B. So it cannot be a union, right? A dash intersect with B. Or you can write B first, B intersect with A dash. That's also fine, but dash should be to A. Okay. In your paper, it's not been shaded. Okay. Here, this part is shaded. Okay. Right. Then question number 6. See there. Simplify 2 over x plus 4 over 3x. How to do, Buddha? Here, see that 2 over x plus 4 over 3x. Now to add the fractions, grade 10 mathematics, to add the algebraic fractions, their denominator must same. So here 3x there, here x there. But if you take here 3x, here also 3x, then they are same. So what to do to make 3x? You multiply by 3 both the sides. So here 3 into 2, 6 over 3x plus here 4 over 3x. Okay. Now keep the denominator 3x first and apply the numerator 6 plus 4. It comes as the 10. So the answer is 10 over 3x. Keep the same denominator 3x at the numerator 6 plus 4 10. Okay, so that's the way. If you have any doubts, ask. Consider the experiments of tossing unbiased coin twice. Remember, 2 times. If experiments doing 2 times, right, we have to use the grid. Okay, we have to use otherwise a tree diagram. If two possible cases, then the answer can be taken easily. So then they ask him mark the sample space of this on a grid. 2 times or one element, one event, 2 times or two events simultaneously happen. So here tossing unbiased coin. So this is the first coin, the first toss. Unbiased coin 2 times, first toss. Okay, and then here I take the second toss. Okay, so what are the possible results? Here we can take head and here we can take tail. Okay, here we have head, here we have tail. Okay, so you have the results head, 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 tail, or tail, head, or tail, tail. Okay, so these are the possible 4 outcomes here. Right, understood? So this is called the sample space of a grid. Name the triangle which are congruent and write down the relevant conditions of congruency, right? So remember, whenever they have given this kind of triangles, right, one angle missing. So first things, better write the missing angles in all the triangles. Okay, right? What are the marks if axes are not marked? Where? So if axis not marks, right, but completely do the answers. So axis to be marked. Okay, sometimes they will reduce the marks because this is 2 marks question. 1 mark blocks means very unfortunate, right? Why? You know the things, right? All the time, don't make a gap in the answers, right? Be precisely give the answer. Okay, right? So here 60 plus 50, 110. So write the balance angle 70. So 60 plus 70, then here 130, give the balance 50. So 70 plus 60, 130, then here 50. Okay, 60 plus 50, then here 70. Right. So now here, Putta, see, here two angles available equal and one side only. So one side only dealing case is the AAS. Okay, so what is the possible case for the congruency is angle sides. How you choose that one? Because only one side. No, here two sides also given. Okay, two sides also given and one side also given. So then possible two cases. AASO, right? SASY, two sides and angle given. Okay, then you can see here two sides angle case. So the angle important, angle should be the intermediate angle between the equal sides. So here side angle side, here also side angle side, 16 intermediate, right? Two sides equal as well as 60 in between that. So you can say that ABC triangle congruent with, right, XYZ triangle, right, under which case, right, SA is case, side angle side. And further check, these two are congruent under AASY. We can see two angles, 60-50 there, here also 60-50 there, and one side there, one side there. But here important is the side. In AAS, side important, side to be the corresponding side. Okay, how to check the side to be corresponding? See that this side is front to 70 degree. Check here, this side is front to 60 degree. So the side is not corresponding sides. So that's why these PQR and MLN are not congruent. Although the components available, AA is there, but sides not the corresponding sides. Okay. So they cannot write under that AAS case. Why? Angle sides there, but sides not corresponding. So that's the specialty. If side not corresponding, we cannot consider. Right. So here it says what's the important, I highlight angle. Angle to be the included angle. Here no problem. Side angle side, between two sides angle locates. Here between two sides the same angle locates. Understood? So no possible for PQR and NML, right? The possible is this two triangle and SAS, right? The answer is this one, right? Your congruency ABC triangle and XYZ and SAS. Okay, right? So question number 9, write down the gradient and the intercept of the function 4x plus 2y equal 1, right? Okay. So can we use AAS for ABC and XYZ? ABC and XYZ? Yes. For this two triangle also A is applicable, right? A is also applicable. Here you can see that two angles and the side is side also corresponding. Yes, that case also possible. SA is possible and AA is also possible, right? Good. Why the reason? So you can 50-70, 50-70 there, and you can check sides. So this side check, this side is front to 50 degree, and this side also front to 50 degree. So that means sides corresponding. Okay, so and now the next one, write down the gradient and the intercept of the functions. So if both the cases no problem, Puta, both the cases no problem, right? So here the equation given and how to find the gradient and the intercept. So remember that here y to be subjected. Unless y being subjected, you cannot give a gradient or intercept. So it should be the equation format y equal mx plus c. So what to do here? 4x plus 2y equal y. So to y subjects, here the y terms, you bring these x terms to the other side. So 2y equal 4x goes there as negative 4x. Okay, because the sign change plus 1 there. So, but still y not being subjected, you divide by 2 all the terms here, you divide by 2, here you divide by 2, here you divide by 2. Okay, then 2, 2 simplified, 2, 1, 2, 2, then it comes as y equal, right, negative 2x, okay, plus 1 over 2. Right, now you subjected y equal mx plus c. That is the must thing. Okay, so now you can give the gradient y equal there. Then x front value, what we call the x coefficient, is the gradient. So gradient equal negative 2. M is negative 2, and thereafter the constant value is the intercept. So you can take c as the 1 over 2, 1 half, right? Okay, so these are the values there. Understood everyone? Right. So what the students make mistakes, they in this format they say the gradient is 4, y x coefficient 4 and intercept is 1. That is wrong. All the time remember whether the equation is y equal mx plus c, whether the y being subjected or not, to check y to be subjected, otherwise we cannot give. Okay, right, learn that basic concepts. Right, next one, write down in the form of indices. So this is the log format. So the basic was, right, okay, 27th Nalanda College, okay, Rion, so you are well practiced now. We completed the theories as well as we are in the paper discussions, even we discussed the second papers as well. Okay, right, don't worry, you can score more. Right, so here base is 4. So now this base is shifted to the right side as the base, then the base taken shifted to the right side. So the base 4 and the 3 shifted to the upper, 4 to the power 3 equal, here log eliminated 64. දැන් බලන්න මේක ලිව්වට පස්සේ මේක සෙට්ද කියලා 4 to the power 364 the years, 4 into 4, 4 into 4, 64 years, fine. And is this index format? Years, not log format. Why? Logarithm eliminated, base index answer. අන්න එහෙම අපි කියන්නේ common sense එක ගන්න. Okay, right, common sense එක ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක හරියද, මේ ලියලා තියෙන එක ඉන්ඩෙක්ස්ද, years, answer එක හරියද? ඔව්. අර ගිරව් වගේ නිකන් ඔහි ලියලා උත්තරයක් එන්න එපා. ඒක දිහා පිටතින් බලන්න ආයේ. answer එක දිහා පිටට ඇවිල්ලා බලන්න, හරිය මේක හරියද, index format එකට match ද, base index answer there, years, then answer check, 4 to the power 3 64 years, then that is okay. Right, seventh question answer again is this one, right? The 2 times tossing coins, 1 time, 2 times. When 2 events repeated, we have to draw the grid. First toss, second toss. So these are the possible sample space, both the axes, and then you mark the elements there. Okay, that's the seventh question. Okay, Mathila. right? Head, tail, and 4 sample space there. Right, find the LCM of the algebraic expression. But remember that in the O-level first paper, it will not given the algebraic expressions, right? It will given, right, the algebraic terms, and their rule is one to be converted to the other as well in under the LCM, right? Not LCM make easy for you the first paper, okay, right? Right, now check x squared minus y squared. So what to do in algebraic terms, LCM, you factorize here. How to factorize? X minus y, one, the other one x plus y, okay? Then here the second one, x squared y minus xy squared, I take a common factor there. So whenever algebraic expressions, they are factorized. Okay, what's the common factor here? You can take xy common. I take xy. So here remain x minus, here remain y. Now you align the similar terms, right, accordingly, and then take the here x there, you have to take x මෙතන x එකක් ඉන්නවා එහෙනම් x එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ, you have y there, need to take y here, x minus y, you take 1x minus y there, okay, here you have to take x plus y there, you take x plus y. So what is the LCM then? So xy, right, into x minus y into x plus y. So this is the answer of the LCM of algebraic expressions. Okay. Right. Question number 12. The center of the circle is O. Length of the chord AB at a distance of 6 centimeter. Right. The length of the chord AB at a distance of 6 centimeter. That means this is a 6 centimeter. Okay. From the center is 16. So the AB chord is 16 centimeter, right? Find the radius. Now what's the theorem here? When a perpendicular drawn, this is a perpendicular drawn to the chord AB, the chord to be bisected. That's the theorem says. Okay, then you mark the chord is bisected. Okay, so here the total distance 16 of the AB chords equally shared as 8, 8. Why? That is bisected. Now you can make a radius there. AO is the radius. So you can apply, this is a right angle triangle. So then apply the Pythagoras theorem, 6, 8. Then what the other side length should be the 10, 6, 8, 10. So you can apply the Pythagoras theorem, r squared equal 6 squared plus 8 squared. So r squared equals 6 squared 36, 8 squared 64. So r squared equal 100. So r equal plus or minus square root 100, but r equal plus or minus 10, right? But r greater than 0, therefore r equal 10 centimeters you apply. But you know the Pythagoras triples. What are the Pythagoras triples? I have introduced you in the O-level paper. Applicable 3, 4, 5. When you see 3, 4, then apply the 4, 5. Then 6, 8, 10. Okay, then here applicable 6, 8, 10. Then 5, 12, 13. Okay, then we have 9, 12, 15. Right, these are mostly applicable in the O-level paper, Pythagoras triples. Note down then. Okay, right. Right, question number 13. Now we are moving. Find the height of a cylinder which the radius is 7 centimeter and the surface area of the curved part is 1 to 880 square centimeters. We know that curved part means the curved surface area. What's the formula for curved surface area? Curved surface area equal 25RH. Remember the equation and also given here. Okay, now 25RH, 2 into 5 into R. What is the R here? Radius 7 centimeter into the height doesn't know. H equal, that's the area given, 818. Okay, now you can simplify 7, 1, 7, 1, 2 into 22, 44. H equal 880. Now you divide by 44 both the sides. Okay, then you can take the answer. Right, now you can take the answer 44. You divide by 44 both the sides. Okay, 44 1 44 1. So h equal 44 1 44 20. So h equal 20 centimeters. Okay, so what's the curved surface area formula? Equal to 5 RH. Right, okay. Right, question number 14. Now we are moving. Okay, that is fine. 20 centimeters. Represent the integral solutions. Underline keywords. What is the keywords? It says integral solutions. Okay, so integral solutions of the following inequality on the number line. Right, 2x plus 3 greater than or equal 7. So what to do first? First solve this inequality. First solve this inequality. How to do? 2x plus 3 greater than or equal 7. Okay, then you have to subject x, right? What to do? You bring this positive 3 to the other sides. 2x greater than or equal 7 subtracts 3. Okay, sign change. Then 2x greater than or equal 7 subtracts 3 is 4. Then you divide by 2. 2x divide by 2. So here also you divide by 2. Then x greater than or equal 4 divided by 2 is 2. So x is a value equal to or greater than 2. So how to take? You take mark equal to here, right? This is 2. Okay, now equal or greater than 2. Greater than 2 means the right side of this 2. හරිනේ මේ 2 වලින් right side එක තමයි ගන්න ඕනේ. 2 or greater than 2. Understood? Right. So, but they are saying about integral solutions marked. Why? They are saying integral solutions. What are the integral solutions? Mean whole number solutions only. Integer solutions only. So it says x is equal to or greater than 2. So equal to means 2 can take, that is integral solutions. Greater than 2, what are the integrals then? So 3 is integral greater than 2, 4 is integral, then 5 is integral, and 6 into integral. Integers. Okay, so these are the possible results in the number line. If you shade whole the axis, that is wrong. As per the questions, why? They are saying not all the solutions to mark, they highlight the integral solutions. Remember that. Okay, most of saying that one. Okay, can we write the answer xy? Yes, Putta, that you can write the answer by expanding x minus y into x plus y, y as x squared minus y squared. That's fine, but all the time give the answer in the factorized format, not expanded format. Okay, right. බලන්න මේ හරියට උස්සන්න integral solutions මම ගොඩක් ළමයින්ගේ දැකලා තියෙනවා මේ solutions mark කරද්දී right හැමෝම මේකේ ඔක්කොම axis පාට කරනවා right අරක නැතුව okay shade more than 2 but see there equal signs there. So equal to or more than 2, equal to possible because here equal mark sign there. If it is x greater than 2, we cannot take 2 by 2 greater than, not equal there. Then 3, 4, 5, 6 possible integral solution. But here we have equal signs, then 2 can belongs. Okay, right. Then the question number 15, we are moving now. The average speed of following water of a pipe is 50 liter per minute. The capacity of the tank is 1000 liters. find the time needed to fill this tank completely. We know that the rate equal the volume over the time, right? Okay, then they're asking what is the time taken, time subjected, the volume over rate. Okay, just the volume divided by the rate here. Okay, but what is the volume here? They says that the 1,000 liter tanks, you divide 1,000 liter by the rate of filling, flowing is 50 liter per minute, right? See how this unit conversion happen, right? So liter simplified, 0 simplified, 100 divided by 5 comes as 20. Then minutes minus 1 goes to the top as per the indices rule. Minus 1 comes to the positive 1. Then it comes as minute positive 1 power mean minutes, right? So the 20 minutes, right? You can additionally learn the equations. If you forget what's the rate equation, rate equal the change in the volume over time actually, right? All the time to make a rate, it to be divided by time. Remember that rate. So the velocity also a rate of change in the displacement. Acceleration also a rate of change in the velocity. All the time divided by the time. Acceleration equal velocity over time. Velocity equal displacement over time. That when you take such kind of rate, divide by the time. So here also the volume divide by the time, right? Right. So the question number 16, the center of the circle is O, right? And PQR is an equilateral triangle, right? When you see the equilateral triangle, what to do? So you apply the one angle is 60 theorem, right? If it is equilateral, here 60. So here also 60. So here also 60. Okay, right. Fine. Then find QPO angle. How to find? So if this is 60 means outside angle, exterior angle is 120. By the reason, so I now expanded the triangle. So this is the triangle. So here we got 60 degree. Okay, then this exterior angle is 120 because the angles on a straight line theorem. Then these are also radius. Okay, radius. Then these two side length equal means these two opposite angles also equal. Okay, then QPO means this angle. How to take that angle from 180, easiest way. Subtracts this 120, then that is 60. So that's shared equally by these two angles. So one angle is equal. Then 30 degree. So this part 30 and this part 30. Okay, take this angle as 30 degree. Mark in the diagram itself, that is 30. Okay. Right, understood. So by equilateral triangle, you got one angle 60, then here you got 120, and then you can take this angle. Also, there is another theorem, right? The angles obtained by the diameter. Okay, so here the diameter they are. So here the angles obtained by the diameter, this is 90 degree. From 90 subtract the 60, so it also gives you the 30 degree. Okay, rather than this method that is easy. Yes, RPQ 90, from 90 subtract 60. So here the angle comes as 30 degree. Okay, right. Then question number 17. Remember that we are uploading the marking schemes also to the website. Okay, I think, did you see the marking schemes in the website? Hands up those who did. So we started by this week, last week. So we are uploading the marking schemes well. So you can refer to the marking schemes also quickly, right? Other than the discussion as well. See the discussion first and see the marking schemes as well. Okay, right. So question number 17, simplify how to do 3x minus 1 over 4 equal to, so how to do this one? So you multiply by 4 both the sides, okay? Here also by 4. Then 4 simplified, then here comes as 3x minus 1 equal 2 into 4, 8. Okay, then minus 1, how to cancels? You add 1 to the both the sides plus 1. Okay, here also you add 1. So here negative 1, positive 1 cancel. 3x equal 8 plus 1, 9. Okay, 3x equal 9. Then how to subject x? You divide both the sides by 3. Okay, 9 also divide by 3. 3 simplified. X equal 9 divide by 3, 3. Okay. Right. Now check here. Factorize this one, 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. How to do, Buddha? You take 1 here and multiply with 3x squared plus 1 and multiply with 3x squared. 1 into 3x squared, it comes as 3x squared. Why? This is a trinomial quadratic expressions. Okay, so the constant term multiply with the 3x squared. Okay, then check how this positive 3 build up with multiplication and check the sum to be the middle term 4x. The sum of the two product terms shall be gives to the 4x. Here positive the sum and the product also positive, then the two pairs should be positive. Here 3 building up just one method only, 3 into 1. So apply that method, 3x into 1x. Okay, then sum become 4x, product become 3x, both the conditions satisfied. So you can apply 3x squared plus 3x plus 1x, okay, plus 1. Here 2 by 2 take the common factor, here 3x common taken out, then here x plus 1, here plus 1 taken out, then here x plus 1. Okay, now you can see x plus 1 common. Okay, then here what's the remaining 3x? Here plus 1. Okay, so the answer comes as x plus 1 into 3x plus 1. It can be exchanged, no problem. First you write 3x plus 1 and x plus 1. Answer for 16 is 30 degree. 30 degree. 16 answer 30. Right, question number 16 there. 19. 8 machines can be harvested the half of the paddy fields within 5 hours. How many hours are needed to complete the whole work using 10 machines? Now check that. Eight machines can be harvested the half of the paddy field within 5 hours. How many hours are needed to complete the whole work using 10 machine? Right. Now check half of the work, how much the requirement? Eight machines. I take eight machines. How many hours? 5 hours. So now check how much the machine hours. How much the machine hours here? 8 machine 5 hours, multiply them like man days, machine hours also same. So 8 into 5 you multiply, then take 40 machine hours. Okay, so that is the half of the task. So the full task is much. Full task is 40 into 2, right? 40 into 2 machine hours, that is gives you 80 machine hours. Okay, that is the full task. So that 80 machine hours to be taken by how many machines they have? 10 machines. Okay, then you have to divide these 80 machine hours, that is the total works, to be divided by the available machines, now 10 machines. Okay, now you can see machine simplified, 0 0 simplified, then 8 hours is the answer that's required to do this works. So it requires 8 hours to do the works. Okay, right. Understood. The magnitude of the task, machine hours 40, but that is half of the works. That's why we multiply by 2 to take the full works. So that to be achieved by 10 machines, you divided by 10. Okay. All right, now the question number 20. Center of the circle is O. Fine. So here you have the center O. So this is the radius, this is the radius. Whenever you see the radius, right, make their side length equal. Okay. And PRQ equal 50 degree. They are asking find the value of OPQ plus OQR. So here 50 mean here 100 coming. Okay. Did anyone take this answer? 100 means here equally divided. So here 80 means here 40 and here 40. Okay. OPQ fine plus OQR. So this is variable OQR, right? This is the mistake of the questions. Did anyone do this question? So 20, send me a message. Anyone? 80 degree. No, that is OPQ plus OQP. OQR, no. If it is OQP, that is 80 degree. But OQR means this angle. OPQ is constant, that is 40, cannot change. And here this OQR can variable. How? Right. This R can run through any points as making 50. මේ R50 තියාගෙන ඕනම තැනකට R point එක වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙහෙම. ඇයි? Because on the circumference you can keep the same angle. So if R comes to this like position, then here 50 there, then what happened to this OQR angle? That is smaller than this position. That means OQR is a variable angle according to this requirement. Okay, then the sum of this is a fixed one, OPQ, right? They doesn't change. That gives exactly 50, but sorry, 40, but this is variable. Okay, this can be variable. So then 40 plus OQP, we cannot take a fixed value. Okay, so then question mistakes there, I think, in typing mistakes here, right? We will disregard the question, right? I will give all marks for this question. Okay, if it is OQP, then 80 degrees the answer. 40 plus 40, 80 degree, but no need to ask that kind of questions. Why individually we can find 40, 40 here, because the radius they are equal. Okay, so all marks given, two marks for all the right. ABCD is a parallelogram. Find the magnitude of ABC. Right, if it is a parallelogram, what is the basic features you can use? You can see they are opposite angles equal, these two pairs equal. So here 130 mean here put a 50 degree. Why? This is a straight line. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degree. Okay. So then this is 50. Then this 50 is equally to this ABC angle, under which conditions the opposite angles of a parallelograms are equal. So mark the in the diagram. This is 130. This is 50. Then ABC angle equal 50 degree. Okay. Right. Right. So the question number 22, which term is zero in the geometric progression? This one. So that is the geometric progressions. That means a common difference. Here I think the wording should be the arithmetic, not geometric. Arithmetic progression. Right here it is having a common difference, not a common ratio. Okay, right. Then what is, which term is zero? So you have to write the general term. Then you can find out the zero is which term of that. So how to find the general terms? You take the common difference, second term subtract the first term. So 28 subtracts 32. So you then take the general difference is -4. That's the common difference. Okay, then you have to take the first term. How? You take the common difference -4 and you multiply with the first one to obtain, check the first term, -4 into 1, -4. Okay, but the first term is 32. Is it built up by -4, 32? What to do? You have to add 36. Why? The reason, when 36 added to -4, the answer gives you 32 by subtracting 4. So then how to take the general terms? Tn equal, right, -4, 1 is n plus 36. Okay, then you can apply for Tn 0 and find that one by the knowledge of grade 9. So the easiest way, right, I was thinking that's like grade 9 paper class, but when you see to the grade 11, right, you can apply directly the Tn equal a plus n minus 1 d formula, but so you can directly apply. So how, by how this method, how to do? Now you build up the general term. So now they're asking which term is 0. So Tn equals 0, right? Then -4n plus 36. This is done at grade 9 maths, because we didn't learn the arithmetic progression. About, I forgot that, but you know that arithmetic progression, then no need to apply, find the general term. You can directly apply the arithmetic progression Tn formula. Okay, so here 4n subject here. So 4n equal 36, right? Bring 4n here, then n equal, divide by 4, 9. So that means ninth term is the answer, which gives you 0. But now I apply Tn equal a plus n minus 1 d easily. Term given 0. So 0 you apply, a is the first term 32 plus n you do not know, that's asking, into the difference is -4. Okay, then you bring this totally these terms to the right side. Make then positive 4 into n minus 1 equal 32. Then you divide by 4 both the sides. Okay, 4 simplified. Then n minus 1 equal 32 divided by 4 is 8. Bring this minus 1 to the other side. 8 plus 1, then n equal 9. So follow this arithmetic progression formula. Okay, n equal 9. So that 0 gives as the ninth term. Okay, PQRS and QXRS, okay, are parallelogram. X is on the extended PQ. Okay, area of the triangle PQS is PQS. PQS. This triangle area given as, right, how much? 20 squares centimeters. They ask him find the area of the quadrilateral PXRS. How to do? This is a parallelogram putta. So there is a rule by the diagonals, the area is bisected. Based on that also you can think there are several ways. So here 20 means here also should be 20. Okay, now you can see this is also as a parallelogram. Okay, in this parallelogram, this is a diagonal. By this diagonal also the area bisected. So here 20 means here also 20. Okay, now the whole figure called the quadrilateral look like a trapezium is what is the sum of these three 20s. So what's the area of then 20 into 3 times, right? You can take the answer as 60 square centimeters. So that's the area of that PXRS quadrilateral. Okay, right, complete them. Then we are moving to the question number 24. The angle of depression of the point C, okay, from the point B on the horizontal building is 50. Point C is 70 from away from A. A here you mark 70 meters and this is the point C. Okay, now the depressions of C from B. So now from B means at the point B, that is the looking point to C. So what to do? You have to connect BC first. Okay, what is the depression? This is the eye level, all the time horizontal. From the eye level, this is the depression. That depression is which degrees? That gives you 50 degrees. Okay, 50-degree depression. So BC connected. Okay, so that is the depression. Okay, illustrate the information given there. So all the time the depression create with the horizontal level, not the vertical. Okay, eye level is all the time horizontal. Remember that. So 2 marks allocated for marking 70 meters as well, marking the depressions with the horizontal eye level. Right, following sketch diagram is drawn to find the point O which is in equidistance from the straight line. Now check the part from the straight line PQ and QR. Okay, PQ and QR. PQ this one, QR this one. Equidistance to both the straight line, right? Equidistance to two lines means the angle bisector. What to do? You have the PQR angle. You make angle here, keep a bit distance, keeping this terminal arc. Sorry. Okay. Keeping here, you make an arc, right? Keep in there, cut the arc. Now you connect these points. So this is the angle bisector. And 5 centimeter from the point P. So this is the point P, 5 centimeter from the point P. So you draw a circle, right, with radius 5 centimeter and make the circle here. Okay, right, actually. Now you may have 2 points, right? This is 1 point, right? From P, this is 5 centimeter, and here also would be a point 5 centimeter. Okay, then these are the two possible points for O. Lot of students makes sometimes this point only, but when you take a full circle, right, this part also being intersected. So then this part also can take this point as well as this point also possible. Mark the point, right? පැහැදිලිද? ඔය දෙකම mark කරන්නේ නැහැ ගොඩක් අය. හැබැයි all the time mark if it is possible because maths is logical. So that one someone can argue why you miss this point. He also from P 5 centimeter away as well as along the it is on the angle bisector of this POQ. Then that satisfied both requirement. Then why you eliminate that point? Okay, right. So 2 marks allocated for the first 25 questions, right? So take how many mark from 50? right. බලන්න මේ මට්ටමේ පේපර්ස් වලට යන්න ඕනේ දැන් බය වෙන්න එපා. දැන් මං අර සීනි බෝල වගේ ගණන් හදන්නේ නැහැ පන්ති. හරිනේ මට එහෙම රවට්ටන්න බෑ ඔයාලව. එක්සෑම් ලෙවල් එකට යන්න ඕනේ. පේනවනේ මේ ප්‍රශ්න වල තියෙන ක්වොලිටිය තේ මට්ටමට යන්න ඕනේ. නැතු එකම જાතියේ ලීසිම ගණන් ටිකක් හදලා මේ ගොඩ දාන්න බෑ මේක. හරි. එතකොට ඔයාලටම තේරෙනවා E වලට යන්න බෑ. සාමාන්‍ය විභාග පාස් කරන්න C අරන් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි එහෙම නැතුව යන්න බෑ. ගොඩක් දෙනෙක්ට ලංකාවේ ඒකනේ ඒ ප්‍රමාණ අඩු වෙන්නේ. විභාගෙ සමත්. හැබැයි අරගෙන බලන්න. right. ඕක A level වලට යද්දි ගොඩක් තව බහිනවා. right. especially math science. ඒතර අරන් බලන්න evaluation sheet එකක් A level අවුරුද්දක right කොච්චර ළමයි විභාගෙ fail වෙනවද කියලා. 3S නැති ළමයි math science වල. වැඩියෙන්ම fail වෙන විෂය ධාරාව මගේ මතක විදිහට combined maths. වැඩිම F ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙන විෂය A level වල. ඔක්කොගේම ස්ට්‍රීම්ස් වලින්. හරි. එතකොට මැත්ස් කියන්නේ ඒ රිලේට් එකක් නේ. එතකොට ඒවා ලොජිකල් සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස්. එහෙම පාඩම් කරලා එහෙම පොත් බලලා කියවලා සීනි බෝල වගේ ගණන් හදලා ගොඩ දාන්න බෑ. රයිට්. ඒ නිසා ඔයාලත් හැම විටම ඒ ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් ලෙවල් එකට ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ හැම විෂයෙම. එහෙම වුණොත් තමයි අර අපි කියන්නේ සොලිඩ් රිසල්ට්ස් වලට යන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්තම් අර විභාගය අන්තම් පාස් වෙනවා C B වගේ ඒවා යනවා. එහෙම එනවා. අනිත් එක තමයි හිතන්න වැය කරන්න ඕනේ කාලේ ගොඩක් මැත්ස් වලට. Taman තනිව හිතන්න උත්සාහ කරන්න. දැන් අද කාලේ ළමයි හිතන්නේ නැහැනේ. ගානක් දුන්නු ගමන් මට බෑ කියලා තාරිනවා. අපි නම් ඉස්සර සමහර ගණන් සතිය දෙක ඔට්ටු වෙනවා ගණන් වල. කාගෙන්වත් අහන්න කැමතිත් නැහැ. ඇයි ඒ? ඒතරනේ අපි නියම් පරාද වුණා වගේ වැඩක් වෙනවනේ. ඒක තමන්ම උත්තරේ ගන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. දැන් ළමයි කැමති හැමෝගෙම ටක් ගාලා අහගන්න. තමන් පරාද වෙන්න කැමති. අපිට නම් ඒක මාන්නයක් නෙමෙයි මං කියන්නේ. අපිට නම් තිබුණා ඒක මට බෑ කිව්වහම එහෙන අවුලක් වගේ කියලා. ගානක්. හරි. ඔයාලත් එහෙම හිතර ගන්න. මට බෑ කියන්නේ නැති වෙන්න මං කොහොම හරි හදනවා හැම ගානක්. එතකොට අපිට එනවා පොඩි සැටිස්ෆැක්ෂන් එකක් මටත් පුළුවන් හැම ගානක්. පන්තියේ වුණත් මං තමයි හැමෝටම කියලා දෙන්නේ ගණන්. අර එහෙම එකක් හදාගන්න. එතකොට ඒකෙන් තමන්ම ඉදිරියට මොටිවේට් වෙනවා මටත් බැරි ගණන් නෑ කියලා. හරි. ඒ නිසා තමනුත් හැමෝම එහෙම හිතන්න රයිට්. එහෙම හිතලා වැඩේ කරන්න. හරිද? එතකොට මේ පාර O level paper එක කල් යන්නේ this times the O level will not be postponed, right? Now the issues settles, right? It is scheduled on December. හරියටම බැලුවොත් 7 months time. right. ඒ කියන්නේ හුත්තට දැන් තමයි අර අපි කියන්නේ අශ්වයා දුවන්න ඕනේ අවසාන හුත්තම මීටර 100. සමහර අශ්වය දුවලා හැටි වැටිලා ඉන්නේ දැන්. හැබැයි දැන් තමයි අශ්වයා දුවන්න ඕනේ කාලේ. right. ඒ නිසා මේක ආයෙත් අශ්වයා ටිකක් පණ අරගෙන ඇඟට පණ අරගෙන දැන් බහින්න වැඩට. right. අර රිසල්ට්ස් එන දවස් මතක් කරගන්න හැමෝම දැන් A level රිසල්ට්ස් ආව. කොච්චර ළමයි සතුටින් ඉන්නවදනේ. කොච්චර ආසාවෙන් යනවද. right. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ නිසා ඒක හොඳට හිතර ගන්න. දැන් ඔයාලට හිතෙනවනේ මේ පාඩම් කරන එක මාර අමාරුවක් විභාගෙ මහන්සි වෙන එක මාර අමාරුවක් කියලා. ඒ වුණාට ඔයාලට පුටුවක වාඩි වෙලා right පොතක් පාඩම් කරන එකද අමාරු නිකන් මේ අවුව වෙලාවෙ එළියට බහලා බලන්න මිනිස්සු ජීවත් වෙන්න දඟලන අමාරුව right පාරවල් වල වැඩ කරන මිනිස්සු ඊට පස්සේ කුලී වැඩ කරන මිනිස්සු ඔෆිස් වල වැඩ කරන මිනිස්සු right ඒකද අමාරු ඔයාලට ඉගෙනගෙන පුටුවේ ඉඳගෙන right පාඩම් කරන එකද අමාරු කියලා හිතන්න බලන්න. ඔයාලට තාම ජීවිතේ තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. මිනිස්සු ජීවත් වෙන්න විඳින දුක බලපුවාම ඔයාලට තියෙන්නේ ඇත්තටම පොඩි දෙයක්. ඒ නිසා බය නැතුව ඕක කරන්න. ඕකෙන් පස්සේ අර අපි කියන්නේ ඔයාලා හොඳට හිතලා බලන්න. right දැන් සාමාන්‍ය අපි ගත්තාම දොස්තර කෙනෙක් ඉංජිනේරුවෙක් right සාමාන්‍ය මට්ටමේ විධායක නිලධාරියෙක් එච්චර දුකක් විඳින්නේ නැහැ ජීවත් වෙන්න. right හැබැයි අර විදිහට අපිට ගොඩක් ජීවිතේ ජය ගන්න වුණොත් මහන්සි වෙන්න වුණොත් right අමාරුයි. සමහරුන්ට දැන් අද කාලේ ඉන්න අයට ගොඩක් දෙනකොට අර අපි කියන්නේ තමන්ගේ ඇඟ වෙහෙසලා කරන රස බෑ. පෞද්ගලිකව මටත් බෑ. හරි. දැන් හැබැයි ඉස්සර මේ මිනිස්සු හිටියා. දැන් හැබැයි දැන් කාලේ පරපුරට ඒවත් බෑ. ස්කිල්ස් නැහැ. right දැන් ඉන්නවද අලුතෙන් මේසන් වරු බිහි වෙනවද? right කාපෙන්ටර්ස්ලා හොඳ අය බිහි වෙනවද? පේන්ටර්ස්ලා ඉන්නවද අද කාලේ? අඩුයිනේ. right අපිට නිකන් කුලී වැඩට හොයාගන්න මිනිස්සු අඩුයි. ඒ ස්කිල්ස් නැහැ. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම බලන්නේ පොඩි හරි රස්සාවක් කරලා ගොඩ දාගන්න. හැබැයි ජීවිතේ දිනන්න නම් ලොකු ටාගට්ස් වලට යන්න නම් හැමෝම මේ ටිකේ මහන්සි වෙන්න. හිතලා බලන්න මම මේ අවුරුදු දෙකමාර මහන්සි වෙනවද නැත්නම් ඉතිරි කාලෙම සෑහෙන දුක්බරව ජීවිතේ ගෙවනවද? හැමෝම පස්සේ යන්න ඕනේ, රස්සාවක් හොයන්න ඕනේ නේද? එතකොට එහෙම වෙහෙසෙනවද නැත්නම් මේ ටිකේ ආතල් එකේ පුටු ඉඳගෙන පන්ති ටික ගිහිල්ලා එන්ජොයි කරන ගමන් හොඳට ගණන් ටික හදනවා, විෂයන් ටික බලනවා, පාඩම් කරනවා, රයිට්? එහෙම වෙහෙසෙනවද? රයිට්? හරි. හොඳට හිතලා බලන්න ওই දෙක මොකද්ද Taman තෝරගන්නේ කියලා. ඒ නිසා හොඳට හිතට අරගෙන වැඩ ටික කරන්න. ආයෙ අපි කියන්නේ අස්සයා ගියාට පස්සේ පස්සෙන් දොල වැඩක් නැහැ. මේක මාසයක් දෙකක් තියලා ඔයාලා උට්ටුනාට වැඩක් නැහැ. හරි. ඒ නිසා ආස කරන්න ජීවිතේ ටාගට්ස් වලට යන්න ආස කරන්න රයිට්. හීන විතරක් තියාගෙන ඉන්න එපා. ඒකට වැඩ කරන්න රයිට්. හොඳ තැනකට එන්න උත්සාහ කරන්න හැමෝම. රයිට්. මං කියන්නේ හැමෝටම හොඳ යුනිවර්සිටි එකකට යන්න. දැම්ම ඉඳලම ප්ලෑන් කරන්න. දැන් ඔයාගේ මනසේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ මොනවද මං ඒ ලෙවල් වලට කරන්න කියලා. සමහරව අහපුවම තාම සර් හිතලා නැහැ කියන්නේ උන්ට ප්ලෑන් එකක් නැහැ. හරි. රයිට්. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම දැම්ම ඉඳලම අද ඉඳලා ප්ලෑන් එකක් නැති අය හිතන්න ඕනේ මම කවුද වෙන්නේ? මම මොනවද කරන්නේ? රයිට්. කවුදද මගේ මේක ඇචීව් කරන්නේ? ඔයාලා දන්නවද සමහර ළමයි ඉන්නවා රයිට් 11 වසරෙන් A level පටන් ගන්නවා. රයිට්. 10 වසරෙන් A level වලට සූදානම් වෙනවා. ඒ තරංගික ඔයාලා දුවන්නේ. හරි. සමහරු මේ වෙනකොට A level වලට සූදානම් වෙලා ඔයාලගේ වයස A level සමහරු ෆස්ට් ඉයර් එකත් ඉවරයි ඉන්නවා. හරි. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ නිසා ඒ වගේ තරගයක ඔයාලා දුවනවා. ඔයාලා තාම මේ යන්තම් මස් පාස් වෙන්න දඟලනවා. රයිට්. යන්තම් පොඩි පොඩි ගාණක් හදාගෙන ඔට්ටු වෙනවා. මේ පොඩි ගාණක්වත් බැරුව සමහරු. හරි. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම ඒ තරගෙට සූදානම් වෙන්න. මං කියන්නේ A level තමයි තරගේ. O level මේ මාස කීපයයි තව එකයි A level අවුරුදු දෙක. ඊට පස්සේ තරගයක් නැහැ. යුනිවර්සිටි ගියාට පස්සේ තරගයක් නැහැ ලොකුවට. හරි. ඒකේ ඔට්ටු වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. කොහොම හරි ඒක එළියට එනවා. හරි. රයිට්. ඒ නිසා මේ ඒක හොඳට හිතාගන්න. හැමෝගෙම ඩ්‍රීම් එකක් හදාගෙන තියාගන්න. දැන් වෙනකොට මං කවුද වෙන්නේ? රයිට් වෙන්න බැරි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මං පොඩි හරි පාත් එකක් හදාගන්න. මම මේක වෙනවා, මෙයා වෙනවා. මේකට වැඩ කරනවා. A level මේක කරනවා. රයිට් සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් ටික මේක. රයිට්. එතකොට ලොකු ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියෙනවා. හැමෝම අර අපි නම් හෙට දවස ප්ලෑන් කරන්න ඕනේ හැමෝම. හෙට දවසේ අපිට හැමදේම 100ක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ හෙට දවසේ. හැබැයි ඒ වුණාට පොඩි අදහසක් ඔළුවේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි රයිට්. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම අයපසුතැවිලි නොවෙන්න හොඳට වැඩ කරන්න. හොඳ සොලිඩ් විදියට මහන්සි වෙන්න. ඔළුව වෙහෙසන්න. ඔළුව වෙහෙසන නොතාක්කල් මැස් බෑ. රයිට්. ගිරව් වගේ හිටියට මැස් බෑ. හරි. ඔයාලා අපි කියන ඕකේ මලකඩ තට්ටු ටික යන්න ඕනේ ඔළුවේ හිතපුවාම. දැන් ඔයාලගේ සමහරුන්ගේ මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැතුව මේක නිකන් තට්ටු වගේ බැඳලා තියෙන මොලේ. රයිට්. ඒවට නිකන් තට්ටු වෙලා ගැලවිලා ගියපුවාම තමයි ඔළුව පෑදෙන්නේ. රයිට්. එතකොට ඔය ජියොමෙට්‍රි ගණන් එහෙම හිතලා හිතපුවාම තමයි ඒව ගැලවිලා යන්නේ. ලස්සන්ට ඊට පස්සේ මැත්ස් හැදෙනවා. හරි. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම කරන්න ඕනේ හොත්ත ගණන් අරගෙන හිතන්න. රයිට්. හරි. ඔලිම්පියාඩ් එහෙම ගණන් තියෙන ඒවත් තරම් නිකන් ඉන්න ගමන් හදන්න. රයිට්. දැන් මැටීරියල්ස් ඕන තරම් තියෙනවනේ. මැත්ස් කරන ගමන් ඔලිම්පියාඩ් ගණන් දෙක තුනක් අරන් සතියකට සැරයක් විතර එක ගානක් එක්ක ඔට්ටු වෙන්න හදලා බලන්න. අන්න එහෙමයි අපි ලර්නින් එක එන්ජොයි කරන්නේ. ඒ ආසාව ගන්න. අර දැන් කාලේ ළමයි මේක විඩාවක්, වෙහෙසක්, මහන්සියක් දෙමාපියෝ කියනවට නිගන ගන්න එහෙම නෙමෙයි. රයිට්. අපි කියන්නේ මේක හරිය එන්ජොයි කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක්. මම නම් කියන්නේ এডুকেෂන් එක තරම් රසවත් දෙයක් නෑ ළමයි හරියට ඇබ්බැහි වුණොත්. හරි. විෂයන් තරම් රසවත් දෙයක් නෑ. කෙමිස්ට්‍රි, ෆිසික්ස් ඕවා තියෙනවනේ. රයිට්. මැත්ස් තියෙනවා, සයන්ස් තියෙනවා, ආර්ට්ස් තියෙනවා නේ. රයිට්. ජියෝග්‍රැෆි තියෙනවා. ඔක්කොම ප්‍රැක්ටිකල්ස්. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම ඉගෙන ගන්න. Okay, right. So everyone learn, right? Then you can understand, right? Okay. Okay. Right now I am moving to the question number 1 from a group of people who are scheduled, right? What I told in English Putta, so I told that. So you should think now from the future plan, right? What to do in A levels, as well as things that the learning, studying is not the hardest things other than we have in the outside. See the society, we have lot of hard things there, right? So in this time periods, learn better and have a plan and work on that. So that's why I told that. That's what I told, because here we have a lot of students who cannot understand Sinhala. So that's why I told. Okay, right. From group of people who are scheduled to take an educational tour, right? 2/7 are boys of the science sections, and 1/2 are girls of the science section, right? 2/3 of the remaining people are the students who math section. Then 5 peoples are remaining and they are teachers. Okay, fine. What fraction is the boys and girls of the science sections? Boys and girls. So that means boys and girls mean boys fraction plus girls fractions. 2/7 are boys. You take 2/7 plus how many girls are there? 1/2. So this is the sum of boys and girls. You have to add the fractions. So here the different denominators there. Okay. 7 here 2. So how to apply? Apply the butterfly method. How to do? Just multiply 7 into 2, 14. Right. Then multiply these two. 3, 2 into 2, 4 plus here 7 into 1, 7. Okay, then here we have 4 plus 7, 11 over 14. 11 over 14. Okay, right. So that is 11 over 14. Understood? Right. Okay, here you have 2 marks there. Here we have 2 marks. Right. Then what fraction is the maths students out of the total student? Right. Then 2/3 of the remaining people are the math section. Then first of all, you have to find the remaining peoples. First find the remaining. So how the remaining people? Remaining equal. Here from total 14, 11 gone. Okay, because from the total students, that is 11 taken by the girls and the boys of the science section. So what's the remaining? From 14 subtracts this 11, then 3 upon 14. Okay, then they are saying that 2/3 of the remaining is the math section. Now apply 2/3 of mean multiplications, the remaining is 3/14. Okay, what I applied here was found remaining. Okay, then 2/3 of mean multiplication, that remaining is 3/14 is the girls. So 3/1 3/1 simplify 2/1 2/7. Okay, then it comes as 1/7. So that are the students from the math sections. So you have 3 marks for that math section calculations. First remaining and then 2/3 of that remaining. Okay, right. Okay, then 5 peoples are remaining and they are teachers. So you can find out the total people here. How to take? Right, total people you can calculate, and the remaining then 5 people are the remaining. They are teachers. How to take the remaining at last? In a nice trick. Remaining at last. කොහොමද අපි අවසානයේ ඉතුරු ටික ගන්නෙ? මෙතනින් හිතන්න 2/3 of remaining from the math section, then 1/3 is the balance from 2 parts of the remaining. Then I take 1/3 of the remaining was 3/14 is the remaining at last. Okay, so here 3/1 3/1 simplified, then it comes as a fraction 1/14. That's the remaining at last. They call that is the 5 people that are the teachers, right? Then you can take 1/14 as a fraction is the remaining at last is equal to the number of quantities, the 5 people. So 1/14 is 5 people, then total is how much? Such 14 parts. Okay, 5 into 14, because one part of the 14 is 5, then total is such 14 parts there. So it means 70 people, right? So the people participated for the trip is 70. Now there are 76 seats on the bus, all ready for the trip. Find out the remaining seat for the whole participant being seated. So 76 total, but we had 70 only. So what is the remaining seats? So 6 seats available. Okay, 6 seats is available. Remain. So you have here 3 marks there. A nice question. Right, then some of the students of the math sections are joined the educational trip again. They seated on the remaining seats. Okay, that 6 seats remaining. Then the total number of maths students who joined the trip are 15. Show that's only one seat is remaining, right? So previously, what is the maths students? 1/7. So you can take previously maths. You can take maths students previously joined. Okay, maths student. How to take? The fraction is 1/7 of what's the total people now in this bus trip? 70. Okay, 7, 1, 7, 10. So now means previously they had 10 students. Okay, but now the total becomes 15 means now the maths students. Now maths students, right? Maths students mean 15. Okay, now you can take from what is the difference? 5 students newly joined then. Now it is 15. Previously it had 10 maths students. So now 5 students newly joined. Okay, 5 came newly, but how many seats were remain? 6 seats remain. So 5 came newly, still one remain, one seat remain. So how to take? So 6 seats available now, but newly came 5 students. So subtracts one seat remain still. පැහැදිලිද? අපි කරේ මොකක්ද මුලින්ම? Right, we had total 70 people. Of that maths students we calculate 1/7. Okay, 1/7 of 70 is 10 students. Okay, so 10 students is the maths students, but now they says 15 students join for the maths from math section. That means 5 students newly joined, but we had 6 balance seats. 5 joined means still one seat remain. So for that one you have 2 marks there. Okay, 10 marks out of 10 calculate. These are bit advanced, but very nice questions, O level. So now onwards, you are facing O level. So that means very perfect. So you realize the level of the O level, right? Extent of the O level papers, right? Following figure shows a flower bed of a certain garden consisting of 2 sectors and a square, right? I mention you all the time sectors possible for the first paper is 90, 180 and 45 only. Not other givens in the first paper, remember that. So you can practice easily 90, 45, 180. Find the way of finding the arc length and the area, that's only. Right. So now find the radius of the sector. So we have here just 4 parts. So how to find the radius of the sector? So here 7 means all the time 7. Here we have all the length 7. Right. So the radius is 7 centimeter. Right. You have 7 meters. You have 1 marks there. That is very easy. Find the perimeter of the flower bed. Right. So what is the perimeter of the flower beds? So you have to find this arc length. One arc length find because same sector they are with same radius and with the same center angles. So this arc length similar to this arc length. So you will find the arc length here. How to find the arc length? C equal 90 degree means 1/4 to 5 r. What is the radius here? Radius is 7 meters. 1/4 to 5 r. So 7 1 7 1 simplified. 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 11. Okay. Then the arc length comes as 11 meters. So that means this length 11 meters and here length 11 meters. Okay, then they ask in the perimeter now. So how to find the perimeter? You have to add all these external length. Perimeter contribute to the external length. Right. So 11 two parts there. I can write 22 meters. Okay, then here 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. But don't run inside. Perimeter doesn't belongs the inside length. Okay, so then here 7 4 parts means it comes 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 28 meters. Then you can add them 50 meters. So that's the perimeter. Okay. So you have here 3 marks for calculating the perimeter. Find the area of the flower beds. So how to find the area of the flower beds? you can calculate the area of the two sectors and the area of the square. So you have to add all the things together. So you write area of sectors. How to take the area of sectors, right? We have two sectors, 1 and 2, and then the square. How to find the area of sector? 1/4 into 5r squared, 5r squared, 7 into 7. This is one sector, such 2 we have. You multiply by 2. Okay, 7 1 7 1, 2 2 2 11, 2 1 2 1. So 11 into 7, it comes as 77 square meters. That is the area of two sectors directly. Okay, plus then you take area of square. How to take the area of square? So the length into breadth, 7 meter into 7 meter. Okay, then you can take the answer 49 square meters. Okay, 49 square meters. Then the total area is how much? Total area is the sum of these two, 77, plus this 49 square meters, 126 square meters. Okay, so here you have another 3 marks. Everyone got these answers? Right. If any issues, let me know. A teacher advised to reserve an isosceles triangle part inside the square-shaped flower beds. One side of it is as SR, okay, and the area is 14 square meters. This is the figure with measurements. Area should be 14 square meters, right? Okay, we do not know. So the one side SR means the isosceles means here this would be a triangle, okay, and then these two sides I make equal. So I do not know what would be the height possible here. I need that perpendicular height. So the side length we know that 7 meter. So I take this perpendicular height of this h. I need this h as making the area of this triangle as 14 square meters. So I find the h. How to do? I write area of triangle half into base. Base is what? 7 meter into what is the height? Height is h. So that's the area of the triangle, that is equal to 14 square meters. Okay, then I multiply by 2, 7 into h, 7h divide by 2 equal 14. Then I multiply by 2 both the sides. So then 7 2 simplified. So 7h equal 28. So you divide by 7 both the sides. So h equal 28 divided by 7 is 4 meters. Okay, that means you have to run here 4 meters here, right? So how to mark actually the point? How to find actually the point? So this becomes isosceles triangles means, right, then this becomes equally, right, in an isosceles triangle these two triangle congruent, these two parts are also equal. Then you can make how actually draw this figure. You can take, but here this is not expected. You take the perpendicular bisector of SR. Okay, you draw the perpendicular bisector of SR. How to take? More than half of length, make an arc there. So then from here, from along this perpendicular bisector here to here, take the first meter and mark. Okay, then connect that part to SNR. Then you can find exactly the location of that. But here just a rough sketch. So you make the length h, perpendicular height as 4, and mark the triangle there. Okay, SR and OR as sides. If you take SR and OR, what happen? OR or QR. If you take SR and QR, then it's isosceles. Yes, fine. But check the area. 7 7 right angle triangle. No, then. So what is the area then? Half into 7 into 7. Because 7, this is 7. Then 49 over 2. It's look like 4.5. But here the area should be 14 square meters. You cannot take that side length. It doesn't give the area for the 14. Okay. Right. So here the balance 3 marks allocated for calculating this part. Right. But if we make a point with 4 centimeter in QR, then it doesn't becomes isosceles. If you mark, so one student asking, right, if they marks this taking here, this side length 4 centimeter, okay, then here 7, okay, then the angle triangle area condition satisfied, because here the area given 14, that's fine, but whether it's become isosceles, then here 7, here 4, and this is a hypotenuse, so different thing. So it doesn't give isosceles triangle. So to make isosceles, you have to follow that. Okay. Right. Now we are moving to the question number 3. Amal rent his house, right? House for a year and takes rupees 15,000 per month. Okay, he pays 8% of this annual at the assessment tax to the government. Okay, find the annual income he gets from the rent in the home. Okay, right. Now, how to take the annual income, Putta? They are saying 50,000 per month. Annual means they multiply by 12. 15,000 into 12, you multiply, then it comes as rupees 180,000. Rupees 180,000. You have 2 marks there. Okay, that is the annual income. Fine. Then find the amount he pays as assessment tax for a quarter. He pays 8% of this annual the assessment tax to be the government. So what is the annual income they tax paying? 8% of this income, 8 upon 100 into, right, what is the charge? 180,000. Okay, then two zeros simplified, then you multiply 1800 into 8, then it comes as rupees 14,400. That is the annual tax assessment, annual. So how to find quarterly? So you have to divide it by 4. So then quarterly payment means 14,400 divided by 4. Right, then it gives you rupees 3,600. Okay, so here you have 2 marks there. Right. Okay, then he deposited the amount after paying the tax on a bank for 2 years. The bank pays simple annual interest rate of 9% by the total amounts he get after 2 years. He deposited amount after paying the tax on the bank. So they have to pay annual tax. Okay, so the income is 180,000. Right, from 180,000 income, you have to subtract the annual tax. ඒක මේක පැහැදිලිව කියන්නේ නැහැ the amount after paying the tax on the bank. So which quarterly tax or annual tax, but normally they have to pay all the tax, right? Right, what did you do? You take the annual tax. So I take annual tax they are paying is how much? What did you take? Annual tax or quarterly tax? Yes, annual tax we have to take, I think so, right? Because they are not mentioned, but some students feel that here they are asking about quarterly payment. But I take 14,400 subtracts, so that is the annual tax. Okay, from 180,000. Okay, subtracts this 14,400. So it gives you rupees 165,600. Okay, so that is the annual tax, the saving amount. So this to be saved for a bank for 2 years, which pays simple interest 9%. So you can take what is the interest for 2 years. Interest for 2 years. How to take 2 years interest? Just the 9%, 9 over 100 multiply with the right total deposited is 165,600. So that is the interest per year. Simple interest means similar to the second year. So you multiply by 2. Okay, then here two zeros simplified. So you take 9 into 1656 into 2. So it comes as rupees 29,808. Okay, so that is the total interest for 2 years, but they are asking total amount. So the total amount equal then total deposit plus 165,600 plus this 29,808. Okay, plus this 165,600. Okay, then it gives you rupees 195,408, 195,408. So you have here 3 marks there. Understood? You got the answers? Right. Then part B, we are moving. Tarindu bought a mobile phone for rupees 12,000 from a certain company which takes a custom duty of 20%. Find the cost of the mobile phone after paying the custom duty. You can apply the direct methods for finding with custom duty. 20% means if they buy 400, right, with the custom duty 20 is added to the custom mobile phone, that means 120 with custom duty price. If they buy 400 with custom duty 120, if that's so, what is the mobile phone value? 12,000. So what is the with custom duty price? Two zeros simplified, then 12 into 12 144 and 2 zeros there. So it comes as rupees 14,400. Rupees 14,400. Understood? Right. So this is the one shot methods. Otherwise, you can apply what is the custom duty, how to take, you take here 20%, no, 20 over 100 into, that's 12,000, you take the custom duty, here 12 into 2, 24 and 2 zeros, 2,400, that is the custom duty plus this 12,000. So 12,000 plus this 2,400, then you take the answer 224 1,000 to 14,400. Okay, that's also fine. So you have here 3 marks. So you can take out of 10 how much? 10 out of 10 how much? Right. Now the question number 4, this is a tree diagram. Right. Now check. There are 2 identical white color beads and 3 identical red color beads. Okay, in a box. A boy took one at random, not this color, replaced it and took another one and noted it color. Replaced it. No, after paying custom duty means with the custom duty price they are asking. Okay, not before. With custom duty. Okay. Mark the sample space. Replaced it means right aikadano. Okay. Okay. So what's the third and fourth question? Right. So they are mentioning that here this annual income taken, okay, and then from that the income tax, the tax given subtracted, so that remaining part deposited in a bank under 9% interest rate. So this is the remaining part that multiply with 9%, 9 over 100, that is the interest per year, multiply by 2, that's the total interest. So then what is the total amount in the bank after 2 years? This deposited plus the 2-year interest. That's how we got the 195,408. Okay. Then in the last part of that questions, they are saying mobile phone, Tarinder bought mobile phone for rupees 12,000 from a certain company which takes a custom duty of 20. Find the cost of the mobile phone after paying the custom duty. After paying the for 12,000, they have to pay. But here there is issue that he bought a mobile phone. He bought for 12,000 mentioning. But if the question correct, it should be like before paying the custom duty. Because the pay buying means with the custom duty, they have to pay to the end user, end customer paying with the custom duty 12,000. So that's a drafting issue. But here, um, after paying the custom duty, no, then after paying the custom duty means for 12,000 the custom duty added, so that price should be the without custom duty price, imported price, like. Okay, that's based on that I did the question. Okay, right, replaced it and took another one. Replaced mean, right, put it back. Okay, put it back to the again, right? That means if W1 taken, it's available W1 for the second case, right? That means all the grids available, right? Not replaced means I දාන්නේ නැහැ, right? Okay, එතකොට මැද blank වෙනවා. ඒ වගේ ඒවා අපි 11 වල third term එකේ discuss කරනවා. Okay, probability. So here the full grid line is filled up. Okay, fine. First take, second take, all the possible events. So you have 2 marks there for the sample space. Mark the event which obtain at least one white color bead on the grid. At least one white means you can mark, okay, white, all possible. Here white, all the cases possible. So here the first taken white, okay. Then here second taken white also possible. That means this part also possible. You can connect here. So this is the part not possible. All are red. So at least white means this L shaped enclosed elements belongs. Okay, so this is the shading, obtain whole colored and find the probability. How to find the probability? At least white colored one white color. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 16 they are over total elements, total grids. How much? Here 3, 5, here 5. 5 into 5 multiply, it gives you 25. Okay, so from 25, 16 there. So you have here 2 marks, here 2 marks. Okay. Then question number 3. Complete the following tree diagrams. W taking a white bead, R taking a red bead. Okay, so 2/5 for the white and 3 they are for red, 3/5 for the red. First take. For the second take also same, because they are replaced back. So 2/5 for the white and 3/5 for the red. Okay, here white and here red, here white and red. So here 2/5 and here 3/5. Okay, right. Okay, so these three diagrams completing, you have 3 marks there. Okay, the first bead and red and second bead is white. Find the probability. Okay, find here 2 marks possible, 2. Okay, the first bead is red and the second bead is white. Here first red and second white. So this is the path. So you have to answer 3/5 multiply with here probability is 2/5. Okay, පැහැදිලිද හැමෝටම branch එක? So first bead red, second bead white. 3/5 into 2/5. So now multiply 3 into 2, 6 over 5 into 5, 25. So 6 upon 25, you have 2 marks there. Okay, next question they're asking, both beads are in same color. Same color means white or red. So white position here, you have 2/5 into 2/5. That's a white combination plus red combination is 3/5 into 3/5. Okay, so what is the answer then? 2 into 2, 4 upon 25 plus here 3 into 3, 9 upon 25. Okay, then 25 is the denominator, 4 plus 9 is 13. Okay, so you have 2 marks there. Right, complete the question. Right, okay, last question, pie chart question. Now see everyone. Right. Following pie chart shows garden reserves for grow vegetables. Which vegetable is grown least? Grow the smallest angle. By looking into that, you feel that the leeks is the smallest. But better find this cabbage angle also, right, for the reference. But it look like bigger sometimes. If the angles is smaller, then you are in a trouble. Okay, so you will find at all the angles first 240 degree, at 60 degree, at 20 degree, and find the sum. 0, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 2, 12, 1 remaining, then 320 degree, sum of all the given. So the missing is what? 40 degrees to add the 360. 320, then here should be 40 because the sum of angles around this point is 360. Right. Okay, now it look like which is grown at least, that is leeks. Okay, having 20 degree angle. So you have 2 marks there. Then find the ratio between leeks and beans cultivated in this garden. So to find ratio, to find as a fractions, to find as a percentage, all the time you can solely depend upon the angles there. So leeks to bean ratio equal leeks to bean angle ratio. Okay, so what is the leeks angle then? Leeks angle is 20 degree to what is the beans angle? Beans angle is 60 degree. 20 to 60, simplify further, 21, 23. So 1 is to 3 is the ratio. You have 2 marks. Then what fraction of carrot is grown in this land from the whole land? Carrot, as mentioned, without finding quantification, you can rely upon the angle. So whole cultivation is the whole angle, that is 360. From 360 degree, how much is the carrot angle? That is 240 degree. Okay, from 360, that is 240. So as a fraction in simplest form, you can simplify for the 240 over 360. How? 0, 0, 12, 2, 12, 3. So it comes as the fractions 2 over 3. Okay, so you have here 2 marks there. You have here 2 marks there. Okay. Right. So now the question number 4. If the area of the portion which grows cabbage is 60 square meter, find the area of the whole land. Now I mentioned, right, angle quantity. Okay. What is the given angle? Cabbage is 60 square meter. Mean cabbage angle 40 degree means 60 square meters. The whole land means what? Whole land means 360 degree. What is the quantity? So I have introduced you a very short method, nice method, this method, right? How you apply this right diagonals and then take the given diagonal, both the things given diagonal is here, these two given, 60 and 360 given. So you multiply the given two diagonals, 60 into 360. Okay, you divide by the unknown diagonal is 40. Here the unknown 40 by divide by 40. Okay, then here 0, 0 simplified for 1, for 9, 9 into 60 you multiplied 540 square meters. That is the total area build up. Okay, 2 marks there. Then they are asking about find the area of the land which grows beans. You can rely upon this chart, angle quantity. Apply a known things. Known thing is 40 degrees, 60 square meters. Okay, now they are asking the beans is how much the angle? 60 degree. 60 degree, how much the angle? Sorry, quantity. So now you can apply this method, diagonal methods. So given diagonal is this one, both the given one multiply first, 60 into 60, okay, divide with the unknown diagonal is this one, the given one is 40, divide by 40. Okay, 0, 0, simplify, 2, 2, 4, sorry, 4, 1, 4, 15. Okay, 15 into 6 gives you 90. Okay, so it gives you 90 square meters. Okay, so you have 2 marks there. So a good paper, right, which covers everything, right? I think you enjoy the paper number 15. Okay, right. Do you have any questions? Okay, right. So I think everyone enjoy with the paper number 15. So we discuss in a detailed manner. So you could gather the theory parts as well. I think so, right? So then we will move to the paper number 16 by next week. Remember that we upload the paper marking schemes as well, the recording as well, right? Um, no, here the 7 questions they asked to mark the sample space on a grid. So they are H, H, T, T, these elements as we mark on the grid, you can mark. Like here we did mark, right, H, T and here H, T. Okay, so here the sample space we mark the first toss and the second toss likewise. Yes. Yes, we upload. We for the tudes, we are not uploading the marking scheme. We send the hard copies, okay, to you with the tude delivery. For the tudes, we send the marking scheme with the tudes. But for the papers, we upload in our website under the paper class the marking scheme of each papers starting from the last week. Okay, so this one also will be uploaded maybe tomorrow evening times. Marking will be uploaded. Okay, further the recordings. Yes, grade 10 also the marking of the tube will be sent as a hard copy to your home, but the paper class we upload the paper marking scheme to the web. Paper class also marking scheme there in 10 also, 9 also there. Okay, right. Okay, so enjoy the maths, right? Do your best, right? We are providing everything to you for your success, right? So everyone take the benefits of all these, take the marking scheme, take the recordings, study well, study 2-3 times. Okay, right? Okay, then I will conclude the session for today, Puta. So we will meet up with the theory class by the next weeks and the paper class by the next week. So next week we have the same time, no change. 18th we are doing the class. Okay, not impacted to your schedules, right? Okay, thank you very much. Good night, and we will meet by after the new year. And happy new year to everyone, and enjoy the vacations with the new year, right? Thank you.